What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida State's offense takes the field to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. There he goes down the right side. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the...
Turning it on! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Touchdown, Florida State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Alabama's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He rifles one deep down the middle and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he
breaks into the open. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year two.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year two, obviously, a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
Sends it back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the D denied him on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A third and goal, and this pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up 4th down.
Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Fires to the tight end. And he will take it in. Touchdown tie. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. And how about the O? They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Cuevas. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Horton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He'll pull it on the read. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Back mixed up now. Here's second and long. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. They're going back to the ground. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Flips it out on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The give on the option. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now the pressure is on to keep pace as they start this drive trailing 21-10. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Noles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alchuk. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his back in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoy. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Castellanos. Rushes on him. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the run, it's Alchuk. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He turns that loose down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a 1st down.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again.
Menu narration option is set to off.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to throw it again. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Noles moving quickly to the line. To the air. It's Castellanos. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands. It's Horton. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Miller. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short.
4th and 1, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease. Pick up the
Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To the air, it's Castellanos. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Horton. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 24 over Marshall. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They get to him as he throws. Quick step and go. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Chuck. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Here we go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Miller with the ball. Steamrolls his way ahead. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Working that wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Castellanos. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now, never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's our force to settle for the field goal.
Winning the turnover battle, able to get a field goal and put 3 points up there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the...
Turning it on! Route is on.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Noles decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure. Finally
breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looking to throw on first down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. What a disappointment. No good. Had a chance to get the deficit under 20. Could not do it. It is still a 22-point margin. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. He got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Alabama pushing the tempo. Out of the shotgun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field.
And they fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the first down marker and still running. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, it's picked off. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's White. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. That's caught. It's Pittman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls.
Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Incomplete. incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Smashes it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The pitch. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Finds his man. It's Williams. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Noles in the hurry up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Ocha. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The option look. Quick toss. Gets it past the marker. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The inside handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark, turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires toward the end zone. That pass is incomplete. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Right on the money. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.